Hi, welcome to another episode of the Gargoyles Den Diecast. This is Gargoyle, and today I'm thinking, iconic American car I could think of? Well, of course. Being a musclehead, it's got to be a 57 Chevy. Let's do this. Alright, let's get her drilled apart, see what we got, parts out of the cleaner, etc. Great, we got the dimple plastic base, so we have to be careful when we drill out. But luckily we got the pre-dimpled, so we're just going to use the, we need this right now. We use the Alright, we're back from regurgitation juice. This paint was a little tougher than normal. I actually took a second coating of the regurgitation juice. I think that's partially just because I still had the decals on the sides and stuff. That acts as an extra layer. So kind of protects the paint underneath. So yeah, I took a little extra paint. But the hardest paint to get off was actually the roof, which surprised me. I actually got it around the edges and then I actually peeled pieces of it off, and then the second spray took the final bit of it off. So we're gonna wire brush this and wire brush up the motor and get both of them polished up and see how it comes out looking. Let's go ahead and get that done. Just a precautionary thing, these wire bristles will fly everywhere, so make sure you're wearing some kind of eye protection. I have my glasses on, so I'm safe. Keep your mouth closed if you don't want to swallow any. Wouldn't go down well. Okay. Alright. Switch over to fleets. Everybody loves the fleets. Okay, 4F fleets. Won't surprise many of you, I'm sure. But we have to do an OCD soon. Because yeah, I have dust all over this now. I don't want that getting in my flits. And back to our regularly scheduled programming. Sorry, that was my best evil laugh right now. Cargo, well, that's too much flits. Yeah, probably so. Polly over Diecast graveyard be admonishing me right now. You're gonna waste it. You're probably right. Let's go take this motor for a dip in the degreaser. get them washed off, and then we'll be back. Alright. Back from the regurgitation juice, got all the brushing, cleaning done, all the polishing done. So we have to go to the paint booth. I'm going to go ahead and get these filed down, and then we're ready to get off to the regurgitation juice. Stay tuned. Nobody else is watching unfortunately because I didn't hit the record button, but I did go ahead and dip the windshield in the gauzy. It looks beautiful as always. Gauzy, gauzy, gauzy. Saves everything. We got the motor all done. I do have the wheels that I picked out sitting here. I have not put them in place yet. And one thing I wanted to do before I glue them in place is I want to make sure that we have clearance to see if we're going to have to do any body mods. But yeah, there's what we have. And yeah, once the wheels are glued down, they'll be fine. They clear. So everything's good to go. Alright, here we are at the spray booth. I don't always show this part, but I was going to in this video. Got my handy dandy helping hands here. Notice, show you here. Well, you can see that I put the screws in. Helps with the handy dandy helping hands holding on. And then I'm going to take, got IPA soaked in spray. I want to do one more wipe over the body. Make sure I got any of the oils from my hands and stuff off of it.
Sorry, I'll be a little muffled now, so I'm in like Darth Vader.
And when you're doing all this, alright, so I'm back from paint. I guess I should say I'm back from take one of paint because yeah, it's going right back into the stripper and back to the paint. I didn't have any stars, so I tried to use some cutout ones, and they're one way too big, and it looks kiddie-ish, and it's not good enough. You know, I'm not going to put a kiddie-ish build out for a 9/11 tribute. You know, it's the only one I've ever done, so I want to do it to the best of my abilities. So this is going to go back in the stripper, and we're going to give this another try. And we'll see what I come up with. I did get some smaller stars to try and use on this. But I still didn't go with the decal because I couldn't find any decals that I liked that fit the 57 Chevy the way I wanted, etc. Ones that I could actually print out and not have to order and wait a week for. So, yeah, we're going to stick with the painting it, and I'm going to toss this back in the stripper, and we'll see what I come up with. Alright, we're back. Take two on the paint job. This time. Well, I had said I was going to stick with the paint because I couldn't find any decals online that I could get quick enough or whatever that I liked. And my original idea, which I tried doing on the first one, was I cut out the stars and then I just kind of taped them where I needed to. And then I just painted the blue over it. But the problem was when I tried to pull off where I taped the stars at, it actually peeled some of the paint on the side of the car. And like I said, it just looked kind of kiddie-ish. So I was trying to figure out a better way to do the stars, and I thought about, go to Hobby Lobby and get some of those little, those little star stickers that your kindergarten teacher used to give you. Or that you used to get in grade school, whenever you got a good test grade or something. Get some of those and stick them on there. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and believe it or not, they didn't have them. How do they not have star stickers like that? I mean, that's like the most basic sticker you can think of. I did, however, find these. But then I started worrying that because they are stickers, not knowing, how well they stick or whatever, is it going to ruin the paint? So then the whole stickers and peeling it off to leave the stars underneath, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that. So instead, I went online and printed off some images or whatever and made it into decals of my own. So we're going to do something like that. It's going to wrap over the front fenders. And then I've got some squiggly lines here. I'm going to put them down the sides. And we might also put some down the trunk lid. Then this hood, I'm going to leave the white. And I've got this 9/11 Patriot Day decal to put on the hood. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm going to get to doing it. I'm not going to record it because it's probably going to take quite a while, and I may have to print off another one or two depending on how things go as far as the decals. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and when we come back, it'll be time to reassemble and refill. So stay tuned. And this is what I finally came up with. I think in the end we did it justice. After that first take, it wasn't looking like it was going to be a great prospect. But I had said in my last video that I was going to do this build, so I was going to finish it one way or another. There's no reason I couldn't do something. It was just a matter of whether it was going to be something that was worthy of the cause. And I think this came out worthy of the cause. So, anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Comments are always good. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. One other thing I wanted to show was the remembrance on the very top. Final glamour shots. Look at that. And it's up on the wall with all the other recent builds. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for all future content. That's all for now, folks. Bye now.